like everyone knew that, okay, if you see a Nissan Patrol, matte orange, flying past you, that's probably going to be Rashid. Today we are sitting here speaking about the Nissan Patrol story. I have that Nissan Patrol with me for I think more than a decade now, almost a decade, not a decade. Let me give you a backstory of how it started. Before having the Nissan Patrol, none of my cars used to last more than a year. So my Daihatsu I ended up flipping, my BMW I ended up burning. The other one ended up in a Sharjah impound yard. My other cars, they always used to break down. It was me pushing them to their limits. And, late night runs, doing reverse races. I just fell in love with BMW. I was going to buy another BMW. My father came up with the idea saying, you never owned a 4x4 Nissan Patrol. And even I was all cancelling all those cars and they used to end up in scrap, the graveyard. My father said, you know what, just buy a Nissan Patrol. See if you can, even if you cancel it or something, we can use it as a freestyle car for our halaba. And I was like, okay, sounds good. It's a good idea, good plan. So let's go ahead and get a Nissan Patrol. I wanted to try a 4x4. I never had a 4x4. I ended up buying the Nissan. I ended up searching the Nissan Patrol. It took me like 4 days. And that became 10 days searching which is the right one, which model, which year. And I ended up with a golden Y61 Nissan Patrol. Now, when I got the Nissan Patrol, I realized something. A lot of people on the road, they give you respect. I just have to fly past them, and the moment they see there's a Nissan coming, they just move. So I got this respect from people, and I was like, okay, Nissan Patrol has respect. This is the king of the road. From there, first it was me getting those, desert off-road lights and all on the car so that I can start off-roading. I never even knew how to drive, in four-wheel. Didn't know. Even till now, I'm a bad driver. I'm not ashamed to say that. But yeah. And from there, slowly. The first year was mostly barbecues and exploring places. That was very important. There was a friend of mine, Talha. Talha and I used to just get out in the middle of the night, start dune bashing. And not dune bashing, like exploring. Let's see what is where and how is this, Where does that desert end up? Where does this desert end up? We had a friend who should see the Northern Star and show us the route. We used to do this two-wheel thing. That's basically where this entire fun started. As soon as we go in the desert, we see a plain road, two-wheel, slide, and it was fun. Hamoud and I used to do this a lot. So we had a lot of fun during our early days. And slowly, eventually, I started upgrading the car. The normal culprits: headers, filter, exhaust. Given I have a garage where I manufactured them, so it was more easier, easy on my pocket. And since then, once that started happening, I started liking the car more. You go to national days with Carmel, Akash in front of you, the complete silver, and then you take it there, and they think, oh, it's some big shot. It was fun. One of the things that I did to the car down the years was I changed the color to matte orange, and during those days I was the only one who had that matte orange because I was the only one, and I used to, like, everyone knew that, okay, if you see a Nissan Patrol matte orange flying past you, that's probably going to be Rashid. I mean, the more I did with that car, the more I fell in love. It was that car was always with me. I still remember this one incident where it was raining, it was pouring in Ajman, and these are the early days, when I start talking to the car, and I just take that exit and it's completely underwater. The water is at my door. So I know if I open my door, there's going to be water that comes inside in the car. And I slow down and I'm like, oh God, oh God, oh. I'm like, oh car, please don't stop, please. Okay, they can't push the car because this is a small car. I cannot push you. And I just spoke to the car and it did not stop. That car has this amazing ability. Till today's day, the car has never stopped with me. The car was I mean, the color change was done and it was just there. I mean, yes, the bonnet and the hood and this all changed eventually, right? And then I drove it for a couple of years, and I reached a point where there was no more upgrades I could do. I mean, yes, I could do upgrades on the car, but the problem was if I start internally upgrading the car from the engine size and the camshafts and the cranks, I will end up because at the end of the day I started living in Ajman. I left my home, Rashidia, and I started living in Ajman. I can't risk the car. The car did end up for small couple of days in Ajman, impound yard, but I can't risk the car going to impound yard every time I enter Ajman. That was like the limit that the car reached. In 2018, I traveled at the end of the year and I fell into law and enforcement troubles in another country. So when I was there, I still remember getting out, didn't go back to the hotel, went to the airport directly. The Wi-Fi turned on in the airport, and I opened Instagram, and I see GreDDy just released the Nissan Patrol body kit. It is something that all that worries that I had in my head, seeing that body kit, I was like, this is it. This is the next step of my evolution for my Nissan Patrol. And I still remember calling my friend at Elite Autosports, and I said, I don't know how, I don't know where. Just order this body kit for me. The amount I can sort out when I come back. Don't worry about it. Just order the body kit. That's all I need right now. So I come back. We ordered the body kit. Fabricated all the parts and all that's required. I had to cut a lot of fender, front bumper, behind bumper. We had to do all these alterations. Slowly, eventually, the car started taking shape. It did take some time because no one had it before us. It turned out to be a masterpiece. Beautiful. That was the plan with this car. And after it finished, I wanted to take it to the custom show. The problem with the custom show was they wanted us to be represented as a garage, not as an individual. So I was like, no, I'm not paying that hefty amount just to be represented as a garage, just to just to showpiece my car, just to unveil my car. So that's when Zlatko, our old friend, Zlatko called me and said, there's an event coming up for a city walk overdrive. Why don't you bring your car here? Let's unveil it. And I wanted that parking at the signal. And at the signal, when everyone is waiting or watching or passing by, on the signal, they should see my car. Yeah, that's where I unveiled the Nissan Patrol GreDDy body kit that I own. Since then, what happened is we got invited to Barako. That was a very small car show, and they brought all their Hondas and their Civics and all those. And I take my cars. I took all of them. I took the Evolution. I took the Supra. I did not take my Skyline. I took the Nissan Patrol, and then we applied, for the competitions. And the Nissan Patrol was at the best SUV, and even it didn't win. And I was like, okay, fine, bought the car at least. It was a good show, good amount of people. And the last award for the show was the Car Choice Award, and suddenly I hear my name. I go like, okay, the Car Choice Award is for me. It's for my Nissan Patrol. I was really surprised. I was like, okay, that's something I didn't know, that the people has chosen this car as the Car Choice Award. And yeah, I from that another journey started where I started taking cars to the shows. Alhamdulillah, everywhere it won something. The next one was at Queen Drive and Meet, and there a very, very good friend of mine, Amir Faisal, he drove the car with me, took it there, and it was the very first event. We were the first people who came there to come for the competition, and yeah, I won the third place award as the best SUV. That was an honor. That was a way to grow. Okay, now people around UAE is recognizing this car as one of the best cars, as one of the best SUVs. After that came our infamous Gulf Car Festival, where we backfired the hell out of the whole event. Yeah, again, first day, first night, they say best SUV. It was a tie. I got the award later. I'm really grateful for them. The best SUV at Gulf Car Festival. That's something I can live with. After the best SUV that we won there, after that, Mehdi from UE Car Clubs, he gives me a call and says, your cars are specially invited to come to Sharjah Wheelers Festival. And I'm like, did you just say Sharjah? Forget the rest. You said Sharjah? He's like, yeah, Sharjah Wheelers Festival. I want you to be here. And I go like, no, I am not coming to Sharjah. I cannot come to Sharjah. Not with the Skyline, not with the Nissan Patrol. They will impound me on the spot. And he explains the whole thing. You know, there is security, there is a route, there's people who are going to be your convoy, and you know, this is how you come. I ended up taking my Super as well, just to try my luck, you know. Maybe I'm lucky. And I took my Nissan Patrol, my GTR, and my Super as well for the Wheelers Festival. Again, best SUV, best JDM, put the cars in. And after that was one of the most proudest moments when they called my SUV to the stage and announced it the best SUV for the Wheelers Festival. That was an honor. That was something I can never forget. I was on the stage with the car right behind me, because that's the connection I have with this car. I'm at the top with that. You know, no matter through what heartbreaks I go through, or through what tragedies I face, or what goals I accomplish in my life, or what journeys I take, this car has been with me, by my side, right behind me for the past 10 years. And it has never given up on me. This is the way I can appreciate her and say, you're the best SUV in the entire UAE right now. And that's what that car means to me. Because at the end of the day, we are car people, you know. We fail to appreciate people around us, but we never fail to appreciate our cars. This win that I had, it was, I'm pouring my heart out and I'm giving to this guy, this car, and this is the award for you. And she is the best SUV in UAE, the GreDDy body kit. And since then, again, UAE Car Clubs called us, went to a couple of other shows with them. We went to the Fujairah car show, we went to the Dubai Mall car show that they had. But that moment there, when it won the best SUV in Sharjah, I think I have made her proud. That's why I always say I always keep falling in love with her. She is one of the best things that ever happened to me. Hey guys, thank you for watching. This is our 50th episode, and I'll take this time out to thank everyone who has been a part of this channel, to everyone who has given countless hours, you know, sleepless nights, especially to my brother Zad, Akash, our editor, the members of my staff who come down here and help me with this to make these videos. And it's been a journey. When I started, I really didn't think I'll reach 50 episodes. It was just me on camera, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna say stories, and they should know. And that's how it all started. And today we are 50 episodes down. I can only thank everyone, even the people who have left our channel. Thank you. And this is going to be a bit emotional for me, but this is 50. Hopefully we'll have 500 more. Thank you.